learners, I welcome you all to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur, Rajasthan. I am a faculty of Social Science at SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur. Today in this video, I'll be explaining the topic Globe, a model of the Earth, latitude and longitude of chapter 18 of grade 6 Geography reference textbook. Let's begin with the topic. Our Earth is a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the poles. The Earth looks like an orange, bulging on the sides and slightly flat at the top and bottom. Its true shape is called geode. The model showing the accurate shape of the Earth is called a globe. Globe is a correct replica of the round shape of the Earth. It is difficult to locate a point on a sphere. For this, we need certain points of reference and lines to locate the place. Topics which I would be covering here are the brief introduction of the chapter, model of the Earth, latitude and longitude, and they are parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude, some important parallels and importance of latitude, heat zones of latitude, longitude and its importance, difference between longitude and latitude, and difference between local time and standard time. So let's start with first point, that is parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. If you look at the globe or at the world map, you will notice two sets of lines drawn on them. One set of lines run horizontally or in the east-west direction, while the other set of lines run vertically or in the north-south direction. Horizontal or east-west set of lines on the globe are called parallels of latitude, while the vertical or north-south lines are called meridians of longitude. Drawing these imaginary lines, we use the North Pole and the South Pole as two basic points of reference on the surface of the Earth. These two sets of lines crisscross in such a way that they make a virtual network of the face of the globe. Let's understand latitudes. Latitudes are drawn in the east-west direction between the two poles. They run parallel to the equator. The equator is an imaginary line dividing the earth in two hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. As these lines are drawn parallel to the equator, so they are called parallels of latitude. The distance between these lines is always the same. The latitude of the equator is supposed to be 0 degree, while that of the North Pole is 90 degree north and the South Pole is 90 degree south. The parallels of latitude to the north of the equator are known as north latitude, and those to the south of the equator are known as south latitudes. There are 90 lines to the north pole of the equator and 90 lines to the south of the equator. Thus, in all, there are 180 parallels of latitude. The angular distance from the equator is measured in degrees Each degree is divided into minutes and each minute into seconds. Now I'll explain you about important parallels of latitude. The equator is the most important parallel of the latitude. The equator divides the earth into two equal parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The equator is drawn in the middle of the earth, halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole. It is the largest latitude around the earth. It is also called 0 degree latitude. All the latitudes are measured from this line only. Sun shines vertically over it throughout the year. Besides the equator, other important parallels of latitude are the Tropic of Cancer, situated at an angular distance of 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere, and the Tropic of Capricorn, situated at an angular distance of 23.5 degree south in the southern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes almost midway through India. The Arctic and Antarctic circles are situated at 66.5 degree north and 66.5 degree south respectively. Now we should also understand that what is the importance of latitudes. Latitudes have an importance of its own. By means of latitudes, we can very easily form an idea of the temperature of a place. Latitudes also help us to find out the exact location of a place. Now I'll discuss about the heat zones of the world. As you know that latitudes help us in dividing the earth into different heat zones, which are the hot or the torrid zone. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. It is the hottest zone of the world. The sun shines vertically over this part of the earth. Now I'll explain you about the moderate or the temperate zone. It lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. The sun is never overhead in this zone. It is neither very hot in summer nor very cold in winter. It is therefore called the temperate zone. Now I'll tell you about the cold or the frigid zone. It lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. It is the coldest part of the earth, where the sun rays are very slanting. Here the summers are short and cold, while winters are extremely cold. Now let's know about longitudes. The angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian is called longitude. For the purpose of convenience, it was decided that the meridian which passes through Greenwich in England should be regarded as the prime meridian, and the counting of meridian should begin from that place. Its value of 0 degree longitude, there are 360 longitudes drawn through the equator at equal intervals of 1 degree equal between the meridians is also measured in degrees, called degrees of longitude. which are further divided into minutes and seconds. Now I'll tell you the importance of longitude. With the help of longitudes, we can very easily calculate the local time of a place. If we know the latitudes and longitudes of a place, we can very easily locate it on the globe or in a map. Likewise, we can easily find out the location of any particular place or city on the globe or a map. Now understand the difference between latitude and longitude. Latitudes are drawn in between the two poles and are parallel to the equator. The meridians of longitude are drawn joining the North Pole and the South Pole. Latitudes are drawn in the east-west direction. The meridians of longitude are drawn in the north-south direction. The parallels of latitude are not equal in size. On the other hand, the meridians of longitude are always equal in size. The parallels of latitude are 180 in numbers. The meridians of longitudes are 360 in numbers. Now I'll explain you that how you can locate time of a particular place if you know the longitude of a place. By a common consensus, the longitude of Greenwich, a place near London, is England, has been accepted as 0 degree. The earth rotates on its axis once in 24 hours. It means that it takes 24 hours to pass through 360 degree of longitude. In other words, it takes 4 minutes to pass through 1 degree longitude. Thus, if we know the meridians of longitude of two places, we can find out the difference in their local times. For example, the longitude of Delhi is 77 degree east. It means there shall be a difference of 308 minutes or 5 hours and 8 minutes between the local time of Greenwich and Delhi. As the earth rotates from west to east, the local time of places to the east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time and the local time of places to the west of Greenwich will be behind the Greenwich time. If it is 12 o'clock noon at Greenwich, the time of Delhi shall be 5 hours and 8 minutes ahead of Greenwich because it lies to the east of Greenwich. It shall be 12 plus 5 hours and 8 minutes means 5 o'clock and 8 minutes PM at Delhi. Now I'll explain you the difference. As you know that already we have discussed about local time and standard time. So I will here differentiate local time and standard time. Local time is the time calculated for each meridian. If any country extends between 30 meridians, then there can have 30 local times. Local time will be same on any meridian from north to south, no matters through how many countries it goes. Now let's understand standard time. A standard time is calculated only on the standard time meridian decided by the authorities. Most of the countries has only one standard time. Standard time calculated on a standard meridian of any country it acceptable in that country only. Any other city of a different country on the same meridian will not follow that time as the standard time. That can be local time of that city. Here I will end up with my topic. If you like the video, kindly do like, share and subscribe our channel. Have a great day. Thank you all.